everybody is actually looking forward to owning a house.
I was very, very happy when I got the allocation for the house.
Mortgage can actually work in Nigeria.
Hello, and glad to have you join us on this episode of Everyone Deserves a Home, a program that brings you stories, insights, and updates on the strides of the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria in delivering affordable housing across the country. This week, we'll focus on the critical arm of the bank, the financial and corporate services, and explore how it manages finances, drive internal reforms, embrace technology, and support staff welfare, all in an effort to deliver on its mandate and help turn the dream of home ownership for more Nigerians a reality. I am Aisha Muhammad Ahmed, and you're watching Everyone Deserves a Home. Welcome back. We begin the program with the news diary, and in the lineup tonight, FMBN management visits Kano State government, seeks stronger collaboration, and Housing Minister backs quantity surveyors on housing transparency and cost control. Details coming up shortly. The Kano State government has commended the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, FMBN, for its commitment towards improving the welfare of civil servants through the National Housing Fund (NHF) scheme and its efforts in addressing the nation's housing deficits. The commendation was made by Dr. Ismail Aliyu Dammaraya, who represented the Kano State Governor, Abba Kabir Yusuf, during a courtesy visit by the FMBN management team to the government house in Kano. Dr. Dammaraya acknowledged FMBN's impact on affordable housing and emphasized the importance of strengthening collaboration between the bank and Kano State civil servants through various housing initiatives.
His Excellency.
In his remarks, FMBN Managing Director Shehu Usman Osidi expressed appreciation to the Kano State government for rejoining the National Housing Fund scheme. He highlighted the numerous benefits available to civil servants, stressing the bank's commitment to providing affordable housing solutions.
The purpose of this courtesy call to Your Excellency is to thank you most profoundly for affording the civil servants of Kano State this opportunity to benefit from the National Housing Fund. We are proud to be associated with your government because, incidentally, for upwards of 5 or so years, there were only 2 states that were no longer contributing to the National Housing Fund, namely Kano and Oyo State. And I want to congratulate Kano State for winning the race, for not waiting to be the last to join the scheme. Lambu, I had informed you, Your Excellency, that Kano is to Mingiwa, Kodemekazu, and Pika. Because of that, we knew we did not have any liberty to dictate to Kano what Kano State wants. We deferred to the Tumbi of Kano, but we also appealed to a sense of judgment to consider the benefits that are going to be accruable to civil servants in Kano State by joining the scheme. And so the purpose of this courtesy call is actually to come and thank you specially for honoring our request and for being a true leader.
It is a very wonderful thing.
Minister of Housing and Urban Development, Architect Ahmed Musa Dangiwa, says the ministry will support the Quantity Surveyors Registration Board of Nigeria in actualizing its role in promoting transparency and efficiency in Nigeria's housing sector. Speaking during a courtesy visit by the board in Abuja, Lengiwa said their expertise in cost control, contract administration and procurement auditing is vital to the delivery of affordable housing under the Renewed Hope agenda. He assured the Board of Government support in addressing funding concerns and recovering their allocated land, while encouraging stricter oversight of professional practice in the industry. Quantity Surveyors Registration Board of Nigeria QSRBN President QS Obafemi Onashile shared updates on recent achievements and invited the minister to chair the board's 2025 annual assembly. Also present was Nigeria's Institute of Quantity Surveyors, QS Nzekwe Kene Christopher, who recommended key reforms to improve and promote regulation in the construction sector. Thank you for staying with us. Our next segment, Building Blocks, will focus on the role being played by the Financial and Corporate Service Directorate of the FMBN in ensuring financial discipline, transparency, and innovation in order to help turn the dream of home ownership into a reality for Nigerians. Keep watching.
The effective delivery of affordable housing depends not only on strong policies and partnership, but also on the system that supports them. At the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, the Directorate of Finance and Corporate Services oversees 4 groups within the bank: the Financial Control Group, Information and Communication Technology, Human Resource Management, and Support Services Group. At the core of the Directorate's operation is a clear strategic vision in ensuring that the bank's mandate is executed with sustainability, operational efficiency, and technology.
Financial sustainability, the ultimate objective of any organization or any business, is to remain sustainable over the long term. And so our focus is on ensuring the financial sustainability of this bank. And then, thirdly, operational efficiency. The way we do that, the way we ensure that sustainability is to remain efficient in everything we do, every aspect of the business. Ironically, technology plays a very significant role in that, because technology primarily makes you a lot more efficient in doing whatever it is you are doing. So that basically is our vision over the next few years.
The Directorate also oversees the efficient management and the disbursement of the National Housing Fund, NHF, ensuring that resources of contributors are prudently managed and directed towards projects that deliver real value.
The NHF is funded primarily by Nigerian workers, both public and private sector. Public workers compulsorily, in accordance to the act that enables us. The private sector more voluntarily, those who want to. But that's how we are primarily funded, as of today. Everyone pays, every worker, particularly public sector workers, pays 2.5% of their earnings into the National Housing Fund, and we manage this fund.
Providing affordable housing is at the heart of FMBN's mandate. Affordable housing goes beyond building houses, but making home ownership truly accessible to Nigerians. That's why the bank works closely with developers to drive property development and bring decent and affordable homes within the reach of the average Nigerian.
Our focus is on affordable housing. So it's not just about providing housing. There's a lot of non-affordable housing for the majority of Nigerians. A lot of them empty because people simply can't afford them. So our focus is on properties or houses that can be afforded. And that's why we need to work closely with developers, with material merchants in the market, so that we are consistently looking at how properties and developments can be affordable, so that our own primary stakeholders, Nigerians who want to own homes, are able to afford them.
In terms of revenue generation, the bank is exploring several avenues, including leveraging partnerships, collaboration with other financial institutions, and improving collections from the private sector. It also focused on project development, exemplified by the introduction of the NHF Diaspora Mortgage Loan.
In terms of revenue generation, there are several things we are looking at. We are focusing this over the next couple of years, for instance, on leveraging on partnerships, partnerships across board, working with all other financial institutions to try and share risk in terms of providing the services, the mortgage services we provide. We also, in terms of revenue generation, we're also looking at product development, continuous product development. We have a standing committee now that continues to look at, churning up new products into the market. We are about to launch our diaspora fund, for instance, which we are hoping will generate significant amount of, foreign exchange into the country from our diaspora community. So those are some of the things we are doing, in terms of revenue generation. We are also, hoping, at least trying to improve the collections, particularly in the private sector.
The bank's innovations reflect its broader commitment to streamline internal operations, with the core banking system and the implementation of the electronic document management system and other technology platforms designed to automate key process, improve record, and reduce manual inefficiencies.
The technology deployments that we are putting in place, our core banking system is in place. We are initiating an electronic document management system. We're initiating so many technology platforms that are going to now create the kind of efficiency that can only come from utilizing such platforms.
The Financial and Corporate Service Directorate also plays a key role in managing financial risk. These risks are being proactively managed and mitigated through internal controls and compliance framework aligned to ensure standards. This is with the aim of ensuring operational integrity, transparency, and accountability within the broader government financial ecosystem.
We have very robust risk management tools. We have an entire risk management group that is focused on it. But also, we are very fastidious with all of the CBN regulatory rules and guidelines. And we're also very focused on our transparency. So everything at every point in time, in fact, the entire ecosystem, government ecosystem, amazingly, at least what I have discovered, is that it actually triggers a scenario of transparency because you are being asked for things all of the time from the various organs of government whose responsibility is to oversight some of the things we are doing in different areas.
In line with the bank's commitment, FMBN manages budgeting and expenditure with precision, ensuring that resources are effectively allocated to maximize impact. The budgeting process is transparent and inclusive, with all relevant units participating in reviews and assessment.
We also try as much as possible to be transparent in our budgeting process and all involving. So every unit is involved in the process of our budgeting, and once set, we periodically review. We reassess on the basis of the environment and what we see, in the course of business. But we are very disciplined in ensuring that budgetary, the way we go through a rigorous process first and foremost before we develop our budgets. But once that budget has been developed, we try as much as possible to ensure that we are in alignment with it at every point in time. And when there are changes that need to be made, it is also, the recourse is to everyone who was involved in the preparation and the development of that budget. So we are continuously reviewing our operational environment relative to our budget. That way we kind of maintain that level of discipline.
Beyond financial efficiency, the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria recognizes its staff And so, several initiatives have been introduced to enhance employee productivity, welfare, and capacity building. From targeted training programs to the implementation of a performance management system with a goal to providing enabling environment where staff are recognized for their reward and excellence.
We are very focused on capacity development. Our industry is such that the financial services industry is such that you've got to keep on top of the game all of the time, especially coming from a public sector business in the space of the private sector. So we devote a lot of energy on capacity building, on developing our people, on trainings, on ensuring that they are equipped, and also in return, we are about to in fact start a performance management system now that we believe will enhance welfare, enhance it in a positive way, in the sense that the more you deliver, the more the reward.
The Finance and Corporate Service Directorate remains central to FMBN's growth, ensuring discipline, operational efficiency, and strategic focus as the bank works to make affordable home ownership a reality for Nigerians.
If you're just tuning in, you're watching Everyone Deserves a Home. Time now to bring you the story of another beneficiary of the NHF scheme. This will encourage someone out there to also take the bold step towards home ownership. Don't go away.
I can assure all Nigerians that if you apply, once it is available, you will get.
Definitely the scheme is real.
It's a big testimony to stop paying rent.
Excellent. Seriously excellent.
It works and is real.
Professor Ganiat Adejoke is a distinguished professor of economics at the National Open University of Nigeria. She began her journey to home ownership after learning about the opportunity through the National Housing Fund unit in her university. The initiative encouraged staff to become homeowners, which ultimately became the turning point in her quest for a secure and affordable home.
I went to Federal Mortgage Bank to meet the then MD, that is Alaji Dangiwa? Yes. And it was so nice. He accepted me, welcomed me very well, and then told me that the person is not under collaboration with them, that they will prefer us, civil servants, to try and key into the joint scheme that they are having with developers, because that they have control over the developers. So, and he gave me a list of the available housing, developing housing that are under development, and I actually have learned my lesson that I don't want to buy a house that is not, I cannot see, because for that self-made, you can only see the prototype. It's all promises of I will build, and then I said no. This one, and he told me, Alaji Dangwa told me, this perfect estate is ready. You can go and visit, and I will recommend. And I came here, I met it ready, and I said no, this is where I'm meant to be.
As a proud home owner, Professor Ganiat shared with us details of her new home, the cost involved, and her experience with the documentation process.
The house is 3-bedroom apartment, but why I love it so much is because the wing where I am, they call it expandable flats, and the architect Dayo, the developer, left a space at the back for expansion of the house into upgrading to 4-bedroom when anybody is ready. When we got the house, it was 12 million naira, honestly, but now I think it's going for about maybe 35 million naira. That was in 2020, and Then we also pay 10% equity, like I said. It makes it very easy for us as civil servants to be able to afford paying 1.2 million.
She explained how the monthly deduction repayment process works and shares how she finds it convenient and stress-free.
After all, I was waiting for them to, start deducting the money. So when I didn't see deduction, I went to my mortgage bank, that is Federal Housing Mortgage Bank, FHA. I went to FHA, and FHA said, okay, they will do my calculation for me. They did how much I'll be paying per month they will deduct from my salary, and that makes it actually very easy. And they're going to deduct across the years I have left in service, which actually make it easy payments.
She also revealed the loan product under which she acquired her home and encouraged Nigerians to take advantage of the National Housing Fund (NHF) scheme provided by the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria to avoid falling victim to fraudulent developers.
It's under the NHF, not under cooperative. So it's under my personal NHF passbook was very key to this application, and my university prepared up-to-date pass book for us to apply, to support our documentation to the Federal Mortgage Bank. There are a lot of scammers out there who are parading themselves as developers. So cooperative institutions should be careful of who they will trust with their money, especially the equity money. And they should also ensure that it is the one that is in collaboration with Federal Mortgage Bank. That would assure them that the developer will deliver. Because with Federal Mortgage Bank, I think they are doing good monitoring to ensure that developers are on track with development of housing schemes. Everybody deserves a home. I'm a happy home owner.
How can a beneficiary apply for an NHF loan in a state that doesn't have a primary mortgage bank?
That's one of also the challenges we have, because it's not every state that has a primary mortgage. But instantly we see that there is no geopolitical region in the county that doesn't have a primary mortgage. So what we always advise prospective off-takers is that when you have such kind of a problem, you can go to any of our branches within your vicinity and explain this to them. They can easily, introduce you to any of any closest PMB to you. And because these PMBs used to move from one place to the other, even if they are not in your town, they can come from where they are, package you, and then go back. So that's why you need to go to any of our branches, explain to them, and they can introduce you to a PMB that can package your application and then send to FMBN.
And on this note, we bring this episode of the program to an end. Don't forget to make a date with us again next week, same time, same station, for another exciting edition of the program. Do well to stop by at any FMBN branch office near you, or visit the website on www.fmbn.gov.ng for more information about the bank. And if you are already an NHF contributor, you can check the status of your contributions by dialing the short code on *219#. Until I see you again, bye-bye.